Hey guys, it's Steve from thetechbuzz.net, and today I have an awesome video for you. And I know you guys know that I'm not a big fan of unboxings, but this unboxing is something you're going to want to take a look at. Stay with us. Okay, well, we got the box here from the folks over at LiveU. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside here. And like I said, you guys know I hate unboxings, but this is something that I think is important because I want you guys to see what you're getting with this set. Now, this is a review unit, so it's not going to come in the traditional LiveU box that you would normally get from the folks at LiveU, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. So this is the box that you would normally get if you purchase the LiveU Solo. And we're just going to kind of open this up just so you can kind of get an idea. It's not a very big box. You know, you can see the form factor of the LiveU Solo. You know, you get all your information. Your power cords come inside here, and pretty much that's it. The LiveU Solo and the power cords and its instructions ready to go online. So that's the actual box. Now this box here is the reviewer's box, so that, you know, they kind of take a little bit of the work out, but it makes it easier for me to kind of show you the whole unit and the size of the unit. And as you can see, here's the return label. I gotta send that back. But that's it. I mean, there's not a lot in here. I mean, this device is pretty radical. So let me just kind of go through some of the components here. You have these USB cables, and you're thinking, well, why on earth would you have USB cables with this device? Well, what LiveU has done is they've given you these extensions, and I'll show you where they go here in a second. But they allow you to have the dongles attached to the pack to make it a little bit easier for you when carrying your LTE and 4G modems on the system, so they're not in any kind of way to get disconnected or have any kind of issues with the system. So let's look at the star of the show. This is the brand new LiveU Go Solo. This is an HDMI only model. This retails for about $1,000, $999. You see there's a USB port right there. There's a headphone jack, HDMI. Let's flip to the other side. You have an Ethernet cable. You have USB, and then you have your power charging cable for the internal battery. On the front, you have a screen which will show you exactly what is being output to the internet. There's a power button and a little jog dial here that you can see. I'll zoom it in here so you can see a little bit better. This here, you know, when you're carrying this, it's pretty awesome because it has just this simple belt clip here. It's just going to slide over your belt, and my cameraman loves it. He's from the original time when this thing was like a backpack size, 80 pounds. Carrying this around CES back in 2011 and NAB, it was a bear to carry around. So this device here, you just simply hold it to power up. Let's see if it has a charge. It's going to come up with the loading screen. This is how simple it is. Now, it's not going to find any modems, obviously, because there is nothing attached. And the glare, you can see they have a protective film. I don't want to take it off because this is going to go back to LiveU, so there's no need to pull it off. But you know, I can kind of show you at least what the screen looks like. So normally you would have your camera connected to the box, and you would have your modems connected so that the LiveU Solo can find them. And you know, that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you the web interface here in a little bit when we get to the review section of it. This is just kind of the unboxing part of it. But the review section, I want to show you how it's set up and how easy it is, right, to do this. So I have my own personal unit that you know, I'm going to show and set up. So right now we just got a black screen. It's loading still. Probably it's having a hard time because, well, there are no modems connected. So it's probably going to come up and it's going to say like there's no modems. But honestly, you boot it up and you just kind of let it go. I mean, there's different menu options that are in there. You can actually set up your live stream right from this, or you can do it from the web interface. I personally like to do it from the web interface, which is also mobile friendly. It just makes it easier. So one of the questions that's going to come up with this is, since this is an unboxing / review, what about modems? What do I do for modems? As you can see, the battery's almost dead. And let me zoom in so you can get a really clear, non-glare picture of this, because this is important. This is the important screen. So there you can see it says no camera. It would show the camera if it was on. It also has the battery that is gonna die very shortly. But the live area, you would have your camera behind that, and it also shows that it's offline. So you can press this button here, and that will take you into more info, and you can just jog it. I'm probably not getting that very good here. Let's pull that back into frame, and you can kind of jog this up and down based upon what you want to do with it, and it shows you, the names and IDs and things like that, and you can just kind of mosey around in here, and then go back out. The power button will work as a back, if you will. So that's kind of, it's really simple interface. And like I said, I'll show you the web interface so you guys can take a look at it. But it's probably one of the simpler LiveUs that I've used in the past. And I'm not saying the old ones were hard to work. It's just that LiveU has made this so simplistic. It's awesome. So on the front of the pack, I'm going to kind of show you. Right in here is where you could stick your USB modem. So I have some modems here that I'm going to kind of show you real quick with my unit. I'm going to stick it down in here. So what I've done is I have slid, this is what I like to do, I have slid in my modems, okay, in the front. And as we talked about earlier, you have these USB extensions, so you can plug them right in the side here, and then they go directly into the top of the use. This way there's no pull on this, it's not going to break, you're not going to have any kind of problems with it where these cables are going to get caught on anything. Meanwhile, then it just sits on your pouch, and you're good to go. So I've got a Verizon card here and an AT&T card here. So for those that are new to LiveU and what it does, this unit here is going to take both of these cellular connections and it's going to bond it together to give me one complete uplink. So with that uplink, it's going to give me the maximum bandwidth that I can get to do high definition video, 720p, 1080p, on location, wherever I'm at. And the other cool part is if you have access to the wireless there, you can also bond these two to the wireless, so then you have basically 3 connections that you can work off of. Or, if you're going to do it in an event where you're going to be hardwired, you can hook up the Ethernet and then bond it as well to the cell signals, just for like a redundant internet setup. So that's why those rubber bands are, I call them rubber bands, but the elastic straps are there. So, they just lift these up here, and you can slide your card in there, or any kind of cable for that matter. Let me power this off here. And to power it off, let me show you. Hopefully my finger's not in the way. Let's do it this way. Just press and hold, and it'll say hold to shut down. So you just keep holding it, and then it starts to shut down. Once it starts shutting down, you just let it go, and we'll wait for it to shut down. And it's getting there. And once it shuts down, boom, it's off. You can put it back in your box or on your shelf or wherever you want. Also in the package, you get this. This is very important. This is an HDMI cable. This is a mini HDMI to full-size HDMI. A lot of the cameras and camcorders today, including the one that I'm using right now, the Canon HF G40, has a mini HDMI port. So that would go into the camera, and then the full-size HDMI port goes into the LiveU. Now, LiveU does recommend that you use their cable. Their cable's rated and been tested to work. Not saying that other cables will not work. It's just that that's what they recommend, and I tend to stick with what they recommend. You'll also get the power brick. This power brick is a 2-part power brick. The end of it has this cable which goes into the LiveU, and without undoing all this, this part here, obviously if you've ever used the power brick, I can kind of demonstrate this. This kind of goes right into here, and then you just plug this into the LiveU, and then you take the plug right here and plug it in the wall and charge her up, because we know this thing needs a charge. So I mean, that's pretty much it with the contents of the box. I mean, what you saw right in here, that's it. That's all you get. And you saw the little packaging that they give you. So I mean, this is it. This is your whole kit, if you will. I'll zoom out here. This is the I'm kind of speechless in a sense, because again, I've been with LiveU for so long. I've been using their products and working with them. It's just amazing that I remember getting a huge box. If you guys go back and look at my videos, a huge box, backpack style box with an 80-pound backpack and batteries that weighed 20 to 30 pounds. And we carried them suckers around CES and NAB, and now the size of my hand, it's smaller than my hand, the unit, to give you high quality video on location. We're going to be using this at ATA in January at the Archery Trade Association. It's a trade show, and I'm really excited, but I don't even hesitate the quality of LiveU. I know it works. So let's take you and show you now the web interface and show you just how easy that really is. Okay, so before we go over to the web interface, let me start this up. I have this camera that I'm actually recording this review / unboxing on is actually going to be showing. So you're going to see like a loop. You're going to see what it's showing, and then it's going to show it here on this little screen. So before we go to the web interface, we have to boot this up because it has to see everything that's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boot this up. Then I'm going to go over and pull up the web interface, because that's how they talk to each other. It's how it sends the signal to the LiveU Solo. It'll go, once you go to the website, solo.liveu.tv, it'll pull it up and you'll be able to see that the unit is there, create your event, and so forth and so on. So I'm gonna pull that up here. But in the meantime, those questions that are probably going to pop up is like, how do you know what cellular carrier that you should use? LiveU has a page on their website, if you go on there, that tells you the type of carriers depending on where you're located at, either in the US or in another country. And as you can see right there, it showed a picture of the camera. So make sure you check out LiveU.tv for any kind of information in regards to your cellular carrier. Like I said, I'm using AT&T and Verizon. That's what's prominent here where I'm at in Western Pennsylvania. But you know, it's going to vary based upon where you're at, and those data rates you are going to be paying for the bandwidth. So that's not covered under that $1,000 price tag for the LiveU Solo. That price tag is strictly for just the unit. Okay, so whatever these carriers charge for the data, you're gonna have to foot the bill for that. So as you can see, I had an event planned already, so you can see it's coming up here, Facebook. Okay, this was one that we were gonna do when we were processing a deer, so that's why it's gonna show you that. But you can also see in behind it, you can see the camera. I just moved it. See, it's the same camera. So it says ready. So now we're going to take you to the web interface and set this all up, and then make sure it talks to it. So let's take you to that right now. Okay, guys, here we are at the LiveU Solo web page. So if you go to solo.liveu.tv, and then here's the login. So I'm just going to click login. I've already got my credentials in there because I don't want you to see them. Right here you can kind of see, we're going to get rid of that. Now you can see right here, it's the processing of the deer. And you know, this is the one that you guys saw over there on the LiveU unit. It shows my unit name, but if I refresh, I can make it, you know, I can make it see that. And you have all this information. Facebook sign in. It says the unit's connected, the uptime,
And so we could basically just go live by hitting that go live button on the LiveU, which is the same as the power button. You can edit the encoder just by clicking edit. These are the one-touch streaming destinations that you can go to: Periscope, Switchboard, Live, and you guys know I use Switchboard to go to multiple destinations: Twitch, Wowza, and YouTube, and Periscope / Twitter. But then you can also do RTMP destinations that are out there as well. So you can get all that information here. So I wanted you guys to see that the unit connects to it. Like I said, this was one that I had set up previously. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of log into my Facebook page, and I'm going to click OK. And now it's going to go to LiveU Solo. So what do we want to call this? Let's just call this LiveU Review. And this is a live review of the LiveU Solo. And here's where you can choose your output up to 1280p 720, and which is more than sufficient. You know, a lot of people are like, well, I want to do 1080p. Well, LiveU does have units that'll do 1080p, but the Solo, for most people, like when I go out there, 720p is most that people can bring down. So this is going to ask me what page that I want it to go to. I have the Tech Buzz Network. Well, I'll leave it on my No Boundaries because that's what I'm going to be using in the future. You could schedule it when you want it to go live by uploading an image. This is why I like to use the web interface. It's a lot faster, in my opinion, for me. The one-touch streaming, if you just want to go live right then and there and you don't care about all this stuff, it's great. But if I'm going to plan an event, I like to upload the image. I like to, schedule the time. So let's say Tuesday the 5th, and we're going to go live at 12:30. Let's see here. Oh, I guess we'll do 1 o'clock. Just for the sake of argument. So 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Scheduled live videos must be scheduled between 10 minutes and 7 days. Okay, so there's advanced settings in here where you can go in and override the resolution, bit rates, frame rates, all that good stuff. Then after you're done doing that, you just simply hit the submit button, and you'll see the bar at the top of the screen going a couple times, and you'll see it pop up. So now, if we go to Facebook, you will see, let me get rid of some of these emails here I got popping up here. If you go to Facebook, probably under my notifications here, you're going to see it's going to say No Boundaries scheduled a post, because I know I got it up on my my other page. So let's see here. There might be a placeholder in here. We'll go to the No Boundaries page, because I know on my iPad it popped up and sent me a notification stating that there was a video that was in process or ready to pop up for 1 o'clock. So I might have notifications turned off on here because of doing the video. Oh, there it is, right there. So this is a live review of the LiveU Solo, and it shows you today. So if you're going to do the reminder, I just have notifications turned off in Mac OS. That's why I didn't get it. But at least you can kind of see. Now this is public right here. You can see it's public. People are able to see this, and you can get it. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it because I don't want my followers. I've got almost 3,000 people here, 3,000 likes that are probably going to be like, oh, what? So you guys can actually see that that is ready to go. So let's take you back to the camera and show you what the camera is showing at this current moment. So let's take you there now. Okay, we're back at the camera here, and as you can see, it says Facebook bonding. It's no longer saying deer processing. We can see that everything is on the screen here. It's ready to go. It says it's ready. So all I would literally have to do is just hit the play/power button here. So as you can see, it resembles it. And we'd be broadcasting on Facebook Live, which I don't want to do because I don't want all these people coming in and trying to watch what it is. But that's how simple it is to set this up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this review. I highly recommend it. Go over to LiveU.tv and check them out. They have an awesome selection of products that'll fit your need, not just the Solo, but other products. And I'm 100% sure, you will be thrilled with
their products. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing / review, and I hope you check out LiveU.tv. So a lot of you have asked over the years and wanted to know how I do my remote broadcasts, and that's courtesy of the folks over at LiveU. Check them out, LiveU.tv, and pick yourself up a LiveU Solo. This thing is great. I hope you enjoyed the mini review / unboxing of this product, and I hope you guys go check it out, and I think you'll enjoy it. Until next time, keep it buzzing.